Welcome to the next episode of MYTHIC's 4 Cyclonic Minutes, where we're giving you Advisory 3 of Subtropical Storm Anna. Unfortunately, coming out a little bit late tonight because of technical difficulties, but we're hoping to fix that real shortly. Here is Subtropical Storm Anna, about 150 miles southeast of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It currently has winds of 60 miles per hour and a pressure of 998 millibars, which puts it as a tropical storm with upper Simpson hurricane wind scale. Since it's shrunk a little bit and it's increased its forward speed now to 2 miles per hour, despite its strengthening, it has gone down a point on the CDPS. However, it is still a stage 4 cyclone. Taking a look at its forecast track right now, it appears that it will be making a landfall somewhere in the Myrtle Beach area within the next 36 hours. Tropical storm warnings extend from South Santee River, South Carolina, to Cape Lookout in North Carolina, with watches extending all the way down to Edisto Beach in South Carolina. Taking a look now at the models, if I can get there. The GFS model is currently showing the subtropical storm Anna moving in south of where the NHC has it, and then stalling out over land, which could produce very heavy rainfall along the coast before finally getting kicked out by the low pressure system that's supposed to be moving through. The ECMWF, an entirely different story, in fact basically a mirror image of what the NHC forecast track has it doing, basically weakening gradually as it comes towards the shore and then making landfall somewhere near the South Carolina-North Carolina border, and then taking off to the north and east. Of course, there is one outlier. The NAM is always that one, and this has it taken to the furthest north of the three, and you can also see this is the weakest that it's been on the NAM in a while. So going back here is a satellite image of subtropical storm Anna, and you can even see here on the Dvorak and the visible imagery that dry air is really starting to penetrate the cyclone. But here is the top band currently producing 60-mile-an-hour winds, which is actually looking quite impressive here on the Dvorak imagery. Sea surface temperatures are looking decent enough for a subtropical system to maintain its strength, currently in about 23 to 25 degrees centigrade waters. As it's moving towards the north and west, though, it will move over colder waters, which will certainly suggest weakening. If it's going to weaken, it's certainly not due to wind shear. It's basically in a donut hole of hostility currently, and wind shear is still decreasing around it. And here's a wide view of the water vapor imagery, really showing that subtropical storm Anna has now been cut off from any type of moisture, so dry air has completely penetrated this system, and that will certainly start to choke it off, if not shortly, and certainly within the next 24 hours. So main points is that it has strengthened, but is unlikely to become a hurricane. It will shock me if it does. It could potentially be designated as fully tropical in 24 hours. I will also be shocked if that happens. It is expected to weaken as time progresses. The dry air is going to choke the system off, and the cold sea surface temperatures are going to weaken it. Wind and storm surge still remain a minor threat, and inland flooding could be a concern if the storm stalls over land. Currently 2 to 4 inches is expected over the Carolinas, with locally 6. If it stalls, basically move those up another 2 to 4 inches. Elsewhere in the world, we have Typhoon Noah, which is about to make landfall in Luzon in the next 24 hours with winds of 110 miles an hour, Category 2, and a CDPS rating of 26, both of them down from 12 hours ago. Is currently a Stage 5 cyclone. And Tropical Depression 7W with winds of 40 miles an hour, which would suggest a tropical storm, and a CDPS rating of 13, with Stage 2 also suggesting a tropical storm. However, the JMA has yet to name it, so it's still stuck as a tropical depression. We'll see you at the next update, which will be at noon.